Hi everybody, it's Erin from Epapere. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am working on embossed fabric window pockets for my all-in for St. Jude's mask making project for the month of May. So these will have one set of pockets that have a double pocket with a window in it, and the others are corner pockets or corner tucks. So the first thing we're going to do is cut bases from a heavier stock paper and adhere the fabric to the paper with a glue stick. Cut the edges of the fabric clean to the base. And then if you want to stamp to decorate the fabric, you can do that. Now's the time to do that. And then if you want to do the window, go ahead and die cut, punch, or knife cut that window out of whichever pocket you want to put that in. The next thing you're going to do is emboss the design in with your die cutting machine, like a big shot. Then you're going to score the sides and the bottom to create the gussets and miter those corners. Seal the edges of the pocket all around with glue, clear nail polish, or fray check so that the fabric doesn't fray, and then sew around the edges to add a lovely accent. So what I am doing here is just kind of getting my mind straight on how I want those pockets to lay out and what kind of measurements I need. And I am cutting these pocket bases out of a large sheet of Canson mixed media paper. These are the large blue pads with an XL on the front. So, and then I had some scraps left over that were big enough to make the side tucks. So that's where the side tucks entered the equation. So project ended up being bigger than originally planned, but hey, that's the way I do things, is just be an extra. So then I'm adhering the bases to fabric and cutting those all out. So you'll notice as they're stacking towards the top, they're getting cut all nice and clean to the edge of the fabric. Glue down any little corners that are coming up that weren't adhered very well with the glue stick. I just take some art glitter glue and get those suckers stuck back down. So there you go. This is going by super fast, and that's because, again, Erin had technical difficulties while making the video, and the videos, for whatever reason, saved in super fast mode. So this is lightning fast crafts with Erin. While I had finished adhering the bases to the fabric, I'm going to just go into the next steps, which are stamping decorations to the designs, which is an optional step. You don't have to do it. I was just being extra here. And then once I emboss it and do the die cutting, I also ran some gilding paste over top of the embossing, which just added kind of another layer. It obscured the original stamping that I did, so lessons learned, maybe do one or the other, not both, but I still think it added a lot of richness and layering to it, and I think they all turned out really well. So, but those are two steps that are absolutely optional for you. You don't have to do those. So are you enjoying this content, friends? If you are, please give us a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on that notification bell so that you're always aware when we're posting new content. We are about halfway through our all-in for St. Jude's effort for May, and we are we're trying to raise money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So if you'd like to donate to the cause, check out the links below in the description. So now I am just getting everything run through the die cutting machine, cutting those circles for the windows, getting the embossing designs on the all the pockets, nail polishing around the sides so that the fabric doesn't fray, doing the gilding, and then I'm going to be putting the acetate in the window. And how I'm going to do that, I cut pieces to size. I use double-sided score tape to adhere them, and then once I get the acetate down, I cover the edges with some painter's tape that I've glued down with art glitter glue, just to make sure that there's a nice smooth transition between the acetate and the rest of the pocket so that any cards or tags that you stick into that pocket aren't getting stuck. Just be sure there's no tape showing through the front of the window. So my phone ran out of battery, so the sound is going to be different, and I can't reach my tripod because my phone has to be plugged in. See, it's plugged in, so, and the cord doesn't reach. So I am going to do the best with my hands because I am ready to wrap this video. Okay, so these are all sewn and finished up now, and I think they turned out great. This is the second time I've taped this little walkthrough because the last time the camera wasn't running. So anyway, here is the meadow corner pocket, little decorative stitch around there, and I just love how this one turned out. I put like little vines around the hole, flower stitch around the edge, a leaf stitch on the back pocket, and I kind of layered them so that you could see the stitch. I just love this one. This one might be my favorite. I don't know. You guys get to vote in the comments. Let me know which one you think is your favorite. Here's Celestial. So here is the corner pocket, decorative stitch with a gold variegated thread around the edge. My sewing machine is having some issues tonight. There's a reason for that. The embossed paper, I think, was giving the machine difficulty. On these pockets, the acetate, the tape, and the, you know, all that stuff was giving the machine difficulty. The decorative stitches and the speed that I was trying to go was giving the machine difficulty. And some of these, I might not have been using the optimum width and length of the stitch. So all of those factors have to be all in the right place for this to work out. But I think these still turned out beautifully. I'm going to slip this in there so you can kind of see how that, you know, how that looks. This is obviously not what's going to go inside that pocket, but there you go. So that's Celestial. Here is the boho floral. Here's the corner pocket. This got absolutely chewed up in the machine. Wah wah. So we recovered with a fussy cut butterfly and a little nest of thread and some decorative stitches all the way around that are funky, eclectic. I changed them up every few inches, so it's just kind of, this is going to be a grungy journal anyway, so this was not the worst thing that could happen. I mean, I'm glad it was on this one and not on Meadow or Celestial, to be honest. So and then this is the pocket. So again, I've got some funky dunky crookedy stitches up here and some crazy stitching on the sides and some crazy zigzaggy around the front pocket. And then again, I'm kind of doing some crazy free stitching around the window and across that acetate just to provide an accent. So there you go. It's hard to do one-handed. I don't know. There you go. All right. I think that is, how many times can we say it in one video? Pretty cool. All right. Here is the Northwoods one. Here is the corner pocket. Kept it simple on this one. I've got a nice geometric zigzaggy stitch on this one. I think this is just beautifully layered but still simple. I don't know, I can't explain it. I just think this is gorgeous. Turned out really beautifully. And this one, I absolutely adore this one too. This probably gets my other vote for favorite. So this one I used a triple zigzag across the top, nice and wide and thick, along with a straight stitch all the way around. And then on the front pocket, I did a leaf stitch around all the edges, and then around I did a couple of laps around the circle to make kind of a wreath, and then let a couple of vines fall across the wreath in the front. So I think that turned out really beautifully as well. I'm gonna slip this in. There we go. Actually, if I do that this way, you can actually see the happy little stitchy accents there. See? So that is the fourth pocket, and I think they all turned out just wonderfully. in my week 4, I think, I'm going to be doing tags and cards and all that stuff. So these are ready for, you know, for all that. So those are going to go into the project box. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me again. I hope you enjoyed this project. It was a lot of work, but also a lot of fun. There's definitely ways you can simplify this. You don't have to do all of the decorating and all of the steps that I did to get some really cool effects, but definitely give the embossed fabric pockets a try. And I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.